Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today we're taking a look at just doing a daily checkup spread for you, and we're going to find out what is the overall nature of your situation, what is the background influences affecting your situation, the immediate causes of your situation, the enemy or the obstacle that you're needing to face, and how you can go about doing this. Okay, so we're going to be looking for a solution to your particular problem at this time. Okay, but yeah, let's get into this for you and we'll see whatever comes out. Okay, right, so what's going on for our collective, please? Daily checkup for our collective. Okay. Right, so we're going to take a look at the current overall energy. So what's going on? The moon. Okay, so the moon, that pertains to very deep emotions. Okay, so this situation, you might not have spoken outwardly about it to anybody. This is something that you're keeping deep within, and I'm hearing it's something that makes you feel very uncomfortable to speak out on. Okay, so that's why you've got the moon as the overall energies. It's those repressed feelings, repressed emotions, and I do feel that you're repressing yourself deliberately, in order to avoid coming across as being maybe a little bit too needy to other people around you. You know, not wanting to cause a scene, not wanting to cause a fuss. Certainly keeping your worries, your concerns and your anxieties hidden. You know, keeping it all under wraps at this point in time. This can also be subconscious energies as well. Okay, so you could be trying to figure out what's going on in the deep recesses of your own subconscious. I'm hearing existential crisis as well for a tiny handful. Someone could be going through this existential crisis right now, but then same thing applies, not discussing it, not speaking about it. This can indicate some kind of secrets. So perhaps at this point in time you feel it necessary to keep your secrets, you know, out of fear of perhaps hurting another person, feeling worried and anxious about a specific situation, but then not wanting to upset anyone else around you type thing. Okay, so you could be keeping secrets at this point in time. I'm not feeling anything malicious from that particular energy. It's more to do with someone's not wanting to make a fuss, they're not wanting to make a scene. Okay, right, the overall nature of your current situation, the Ace of Wands, how to start again or how to start something new, looking for hope, looking for inspiration. Okay, this can indicate that it's possible a new opportunity is going to be coming in for you guys, that's going to help to alleviate some of the pressure that you're currently experiencing. Okay, this is Spirit saying whatever you do, make sure that you're doing it from a place of hope and optimism and enthusiasm rather than from a place of fear, the moon. Okay, so if you're going to start something new, could be anything, don't start it out of fear. Okay, start it out of, do you know what, I'm going to try this new thing and see what happens. If I fail, fine. If I succeed, excellent. Okay, it's that kind of energy. So, I mean, this could be anything from literally moving home to starting a new job. Okay, they're saying, look, don't move home, for example, because you're being pushed out by someone else. Don't move home out of a place of fear. Don't start a new job or a new business out of a place of fear. Okay, don't start anything from this energy of lack. If you're going to start anything new right now, it's got to be from this place of the Ace of Wands. Okay, which is, again, is a very creative energy as well as an optimistic one. Okay, right. So check in with yourself and make sure that you're not making any decisions that are fear-based, right? The immediate causes of your current situation, the Seven of Swords. Interesting. This can indicate some kind of betrayals, deceptions, theft, dishonesty, sneakiness, someone being sneaky, the use of strategy as well. Now, you could be trying to strategize right now on how to come out of this moon energy, okay? Again, I do feel that the vast majority of you are keeping your secrets. You've got something that you're wanting to start, something that you're wanting to initiate, but you're not telling anybody about it right now. Okay, and I fear that this is from a place of fear of failure. Okay, it's like, well, look, if I don't say anything about what I've started in motion, then if it fails, nobody else is going to know about it, just me, and that's fine. But then you need to consider the energetic or the emotional overload that this is putting on you, okay? So obviously, for those who do have loving, safe partners, for example, then there's no real reason or no real need for you to be keeping secrets away from them, okay? For example. Now, I think I'm wanting to take a closer look into this energy because I do feel that there is far more to this. There's wanting to come out, but I'm just not seeing it right now. I feel that I don't have enough information to go on right now, okay? So that's why we have to clarify. So can you tell us more, please, for our collective about the Seven of Swords? Why this is the immediate cause of our collective situation. This could be an issue of trust as well, collective. The cause of your situation could be coming through you being very distrustful of other people. Which, to be honest with you, that's perfectly understandable. And in this day and age, quite possibly perfectly reasonable as well, you know. Okay, can you tell us about the Seven of Swords for our collective, please? Thank you. Okay, Seven of Coins and the Two of Swords. Right. Yeah, planning. Perseverance, reflecting, doing what is necessary. So you're doing right now, collective, what you feel is necessary. You are definitely in this strategy mode for certain, okay? However, you are going to need help to make a reasonable decision. Because of this Two of Swords, okay? It indicates some kind of stalling, indecision, not knowing what is the best path or what is the best option to take, for example. Now, of course, the only way you're going to have clarity or a clearer understanding is to ask someone else's opinion. That might be helpful, okay? And the fact that you're not at the moment, that's causing further tension with this Two of Swords, okay? So yeah, something to do with speaking to another person about your plan. Obviously, make sure that that is someone who is safe and trusted, okay? Because this stalemate energy, that is the cause of almost all of your frustrations. It's almost like, look, I'm waiting. I've put everything that I've got into a certain situation. I've invested myself, my time, my love, my energies, my everything. I've invested so much into this thing over here that I'm afraid is just not working. Okay, which again, that's fair enough, but the fact that the vast majority of people are sitting there and procrastinating and worried and getting themselves all anxious and stressed out, getting stuck in this stalemate energy, trying to come up with a strategy, a plan of action, all by themselves. You know, this is the typical situation where it's okay for you to ask for help. You know, it's not weak. It's not. It doesn't mean that you failed when you need to ask for help. This is one of those situations where you legit need to ask for some kind of help, some kind of assistance. Okay, yeah, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I thought so. I was feeling that energy coming through, which was why Spirit was putting so much emphasis on the message of, look, actually you do have someone that you can confide in. You do have somebody around you that you can speak to. And you know what? Even if that's not someone in your physical reality, that could be someone in the spiritual. Okay. It doesn't discriminate. Okay. So if you're sitting there going, well, who am I going to speak to about this? I've got no friends, I've got no family, I've got none of this, that and the next. Well, then turn to the ethereal. Okay. Right. The background influences that is creating your current situation. The Nine of Wands. Yeah. You being determined. I'm getting a lot of fatigue. It's like, how much longer can I pursue this thing that I've been trying to be successful at? It's like, how much longer? Your grit has been, and I feel is continuing to be tested. Okay, with this Nine of Wands. Your faith is being tested. The faith that you have in yourself is being tested. The faith that you have in what it is that you're doing is being tested. It's okay to waver once in a while, okay? I'm not going to spoon feed you a whole bunch of bullshit about how success is going to magically fall out of the sky. I don't do that kind of thing on this channel, okay? We've got to keep things real. We got to keep things grounded and real and practical as well. So I am feeling the frustrations that's going on with whatever this is that you're trying to succeed in doing. Okay, I'm seeing that you have failed more times than what you have actually succeeded. And again, I'm not gonna create this fantasy picture. Okay, it only takes that one thing for you. It's just that one metaphorical nugget of gold, and then boom, you've made it. Okay, a lot of the most successful people on the planet have tried many different things many different times, and the only version of them that you're ever gonna see is the successful version. You're not going to see all of the mistakes that they've made, all of the trip-ups and failures that they made getting to the top, whatever the top is for you. Okay, you're not going to see all of that. The only bit you're going to see is their peak, right? So the background influences of your situation is you haven't peaked yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just haven't peaked yet. This is still an ongoing thing. Okay? This could be about someone's career. And I strongly suspect that it is about someone's career. Someone's trying to do lots of different things in lots of different ways in order to be what they feel is successful. But they're feeling downtrodden right now. They're feeling exasperated right now. Getting to the point of, why am I fucking doing this? Why am I trying? Why am I bothering? I've failed more times than I've succeeded. You know, try not to allow that way of thinking to encourage you to quit too soon or too early. Okay? And it's funny to me because you got the Nine of Wands there and you got the Ace of Wands there. That equates to the Ten of Wands, which is that heavy burden, that heavy slog, that long, arduous journey. But you need to ask yourself, that individual in the traditional tarot who is carrying all of their 10 heavy wands, where are they headed? What are they going to do with their wands when they get to the place that they're heading towards? Yeah? In a lot of decks, it looks very much like he's using their wands to start building a home. If you look at that card closely, it looks like he's about to start building a house out of their wands. So the hard work is ultimately, it's going to be worth it in the end. Okay, but Spirit's telling you, you haven't peaked yet. And that's why they're saying that you shouldn't be coming from this place of fear, because you just haven't peaked yet. Okay, the enemy, the obstacle, or the challenge that you're needing to face at this point in time, Queen of Swords, it could be yourself, your way of thinking, the words that you're telling yourself. Are you showing yourself any kind of kindness, any kind of patience? Or are you being too logical, too emotionally disconnected from yourself? I'm feeling as well that there's a message about potentially constructive criticism. So make sure that when you criticize yourself, that it's constructive and not damaging. Okay, and I do love this deck because you can see that white owl. There are strong spiritual messages that are coming in for you guys right now, and it's imperative that you do actually listen. Your owl symbols for messages from beyond the veil. Okay, wisdom, knowledge as well. Is there anything that you can do to help yourself at this point in time to increase on your knowledge that is in connection to the thing that you're trying to be successful at doing? Okay. Can you read more books? Can you gather more information? Can you study a little bit more? For example, okay? Right, so the attitude that you're needing to take at this point in time is the Six of Cups. Interesting. That is an energy of nostalgia, and that's something that I don't normally think is such a good idea, you know, to sit there and focus on the past. So I feel that what this is saying is, remember, you need to remember something. You need to remember something that is important to you. And I feel that this is saying you need to remember why you started this particular journey in the first place. You need to remember emotions, so what it meant to you. You need to remember what it meant to you. And that's why you started this in the first place. Okay, can you clarify that Six of Cups, please? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if you clocked that then, but that was really weird the way that that card wanted to be seen. Like, it looked awkward as fuck. So I feel that that's actually a metaphor for your current progress right now. It feels awkward as hell. It feels juddery almost, you know, very sort of stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Wheel of Fortune. You have the strength in new beginnings, and the cycle restarts. Fate, fortune, good fortune, karma, destiny, things moving in the right direction, a turn of luck. Luck actually being on your side. So what you'll actually find that happens when it comes down to quote-unquote success, it is not just all good luck, and it is not just all hard work and dedication. It is actually a combination of both. Spirit's telling you it's a combination of both. Okay. You're just waiting for these two things to meet in the middle. And I do feel strongly that you're just about getting to that point where these two things will meet each other in the middle. Okay. And that's going to take you up to the next level. It's at that point where you're going to start to see things moving more freely, if that makes sense. There are changes here. Okay, it's like you're being offered a chance at something, and Spirit's asking for you to take that chance that's being offered to you. Okay, it's a brand new cycle that's kicking off here. This is very, very lucky. They're also saying, if anyone's sitting there questioning, why is this so hard? Why is this so difficult? Why haven't I seen the success that I was wanting to see yet? Spirit's saying that you mustn't think it's because you've got negative karma, because someone's thinking that they haven't gotten to that point that they want to be at yet, because maybe they've got some kind of negative karma. Someone might have filled your head with bullshit and said that you're carrying negative karma from a past lifetime, and I can tell you that that is bullshit. Karma is dealt with during that lifetime. It is not carried over. That is absolute bullshit, okay? They're saying you've got good karma. 6 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So they're saying you can take those ideas out of your head right now, okay? Because someone's sitting there going, oh, it must be something that I did in a past life. You know, might be saying it in jest, but deep down actually believing that to be true. And it quite simply isn't true, okay? And I don't care what kind of bullshit backlash I get for that one. I am telling you, karma is not carried over from past lifetimes. It is not. It is dealt with in this lifetime. Okay? You've got good karma. You've got beautiful karma, in fact, with the 6 of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. This is just a question of waiting your turn. So it's not been your turn yet. And that, again, is imperative as to why you don't quit, okay? You haven't peaked yet. It just wasn't your turn yet. Your turn is coming. Remember, everybody gets their turn, okay? So stay hopeful. And they're also saying as well, when you do get to the top, remember what it cost you to get there. Remember what it took for you to get there. So stay humble when you do reach that level that you're wanting to get at, okay? Because again, that's something else that a lot of people get wrong when they do reach their peak. They start crapping on everyone else, you know. So it's vital that you do remain humble when your turn does come. Okay, right, the action that you're needing to take. Ace of Swords. Yeah, start being honest with yourself. See that crown? That's a message about your sovereignty. Okay, you have a lot more power than you have given yourself credit for. Okay, this is the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. It's truth, it's clarity, it's asking for you to stay focused, because remember, this is action that you're needing to do. Do not fall into the trap of doing like everybody else and following the crowd, following the sheep, right? Do not feel tempted to, for example, I'm going to need a good example here. Brown nose your way to the top. Okay, let's just say it for what it is. Because up to this point, collective, you have been witnessing brown nose as a narcissist being successful and getting to the top. And there might have been this temptation or this fear that you have to become like them in order to become successful. Okay, Spirit's saying you've got to stay in your integrity. right? You have to. If something that you're doing is going against the grain in any way, shape or form, you've got to continue that, because that's what's authentic to you, okay? What is authentic to you is to not follow the crowds, right? Spirit really wants you to stay the course, keep on your path, stay your course, right? Speak your truth, live your truth, act your truth. Walk in the walk and talk in the talk. Okay, Ace of Swords. Your most likely outcome, Knight of Swords. Yeah. That is the fastest moving knight of the tarots. Okay. And again, asking for you to remain focused. Okay. Think quickly, think on your feet. Maybe you're needing to be a little bit more assertive. Maybe try that for a little bit. Be cautious of any thoughts of being a perfectionist, because that can work against you, okay? Avoid judging yourself far too harshly. Remain driven. Remain focused. Don't get distracted by what other people are doing and how others have achieved their own quote-unquote success, because their paths were vastly different to your own. You cannot possibly judge your path and your journey to someone else, because you're different people, different memories, different emotions, different experiences. No matter how similar you might feel to the other person that you're comparing yourself to, okay? Don't fall into that trap. Remain diligent and focused on your own journey, right? And then you've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of that deck. This is all about that hope, that positivity, that optimism, that drive, that passion. You've got to remember why you started this particular path, this particular journey in the first place, and use that as a fuel to get you over this most recent speed hump, if you will, okay? Can you have a healing message, please, for our collective? Healing message for our collective, please. Okay. Look, moon memories, the past. Okay. Right, so your healing message, this one says, whatever you're going through now is maybe strongly influenced by past memories. Maybe it has to do with childhood programming. For example, if you were told that you weren't good enough, brackets, you are, or that there wasn't enough money to go around, brackets, there is, such things from our past influence our present and therefore our future. Drawing this card suggests that you need to be really honest about which situation from your past is negatively influencing your present, and then you need to clear it. Acknowledging that something challenging from your past is keeping you back from moving forwards is the first step. See what the past is for what it is, something that happened that has shaped you. And that can be a springboard from which you can move forward. Do some self-development to get the answer to your question. What in your past is negatively impacting you right now? Yeah. So that conjures up an image of someone being told as a child that they were worthless, that they were crap, that they were lazy, that they were good for nothing, and that they would ultimately never become anyone of any substance. you know, that they would never be successful. And so now, with this recent speed bump in the road, as it were, those negative thoughts could be floating back up to the surface, okay? So it's time to start processing those negative thoughts and weeding them out, and then replacing them with I am successful. Positive affirmations instead, okay? When dark memories come, replace them with happier ones to shift your focus and raise your vibrations or your frequency very quickly. Additional meanings for this card: move through fear, which is very intriguing because your first card out, the overall energy, was the moon. So you've got to move through that moon energy, okay? Therapy could be useful now. Picture your happy place when you're stressed. Ditch negative beliefs about yourself, and you can't go backwards. About this symbol, the moon seems to know our past, present and future, representing our emotions in astrology. She cherishes and safeguards our dearest memories. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else I can say about that card without literally repeating everything that we've already just said. That was quite a potent message, though. Okay, a blessing woven in truth. Yeah. Again, it's all connected. Have the courage to speak your truth, and a heavy burden will be lifted. It is best that everyone involved know where they stand. The truth will set both you and others free. This is a blessing for all concerned, but most of all for you, dear one. Yeah. And again, it's another topic that was brought up in that read about how someone was remaining silent about something where perhaps they probably should be speaking up out on the thing that they're being silent about. Okay. Right, so let's put a little bit of light-hearted energy back into this read, and we're going to use one of our naughty decks. As always, if you're allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you don't have to listen, okay? What else for our collective? Whoa, you got 3 of them. Oh, look! See, there are no mistakes here. None. You can't save your face and your ass at the same time. And look what it says. Is there a secret you're keeping? Is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Go ahead and admit where you fucked up. Seriously, we're all fuck-ups in some way. Welcome to being human. You do you, baby. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, then you shouldn't say it to yourself. Yeah, so that's about the negative self-talk, the negative thoughts that's going on. Check your thoughts with this simple test. When you catch yourself being a jerk, then respond the way that you would if someone was saying that shit to your BFF. A simple bitch please usually does the trick. Today, say as many bitch pleases to yourself as you need to shut your jerk down. Yeah. Your loud inner critic is going absolutely chaotic at this point in time. Okay. And you will find that it's always in your most difficult moments in life that your loud inner critic is the loudest, okay? So it's okay for you to tell yourself, even out loud if necessary, to tell your loud inner critic to GTFO, okay? And don't be an ungrateful shit. So you've got so much to be grateful for. Even if you don't see it immediate, okay? If it's not immediately obvious, sit with it and think about how much you actually do have to be grateful for already, you know? And remember, success is subjective anyway. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, if you're reading these cards, then you're super privileged AF. you can read. Reading is super fucking fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah. We're not completely fucked because we know how to read. Yeah. Even the fact that you can read in itself is something to be grateful for. I appreciate exactly how patronizing that sounds, okay? It honestly, it isn't supposed to come across as being patronizing. And again, it's like, I'm Scottish anyway, so I sound really quite abrupt sometimes when that's not what's going on. You know, I'm not actually being abrupt. It just sounds like I'm being abrupt. But yeah, and again, like the whole patronizing thing. It isn't patronizing, even though it might feel like it in your worst moment. Okay. But again, it's like, take a breather, take a step back, and you'll see actually, yeah, there is quite a lot to be grateful for. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out all of your other signs readings and the other dailies as well. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.